Welcome to the Unit 1 of the Open Elective course on Narcotics in Forensics. In this unit, let us understand the basics of narcotics used in forensics and also acts and rules against the use and trafficking of narcotics. This course will be conducted by two coordinators or two directors of the course. One is myself, Dr. Jairam Reddy. Other one is my colleague, Dr. Praveen Kumar. So Dr. Jairam Reddy, myself, and Dr. Praveen Kumar will be the course directors of this course on narcotics in forensics. This open elective course on narcotics used in forensics has two major components. One is narcotics, in which we will study the various aspects of narcotics, whether it is production of narcotics or use of narcotics or effect of narcotics or mechanism of action of narcotics on human bodies. The second component of this open elective is forensics. Forensics is a branch of science dealing with crime detection. Both these terms, both narcotics and forensics, are very infamous, not only in India, even globally. So globally, narcotics and forensics are very, very exciting, very, very infamous and very, very popular terms. These days in India, narcotics became very, very infamous because of the arrest of some celebrities, some influential people. We all know that son of the superstar Shah Rukh Khan was also arrested in connection with the possession of narcotics. Narcotics are actually banned substances. They are psychoactive compounds. They are basically developed for medical purposes, but they are now being misused worldwide. And narcotics are very, very infamous and they are highly misused substances in the world. Basically, narcotics are derived from plants like Papaver somnifera, Cannabis sativa, Salvia. There are many plants from which narcotics are derived, but later people have started synthesizing narcotics by artificial methods also. Thus, narcotics may be naturally found or naturally produced, or they may be synthetic. Nowadays, there are many synthetic narcotic substances. For example, we have a compound called ecstasy, which is very expensive and very popular worldwide, even in India. Even in India, many celebrities and influential and rich people use ecstasy. One of the most powerful and recent narcotic substance that is synthesized artificially is Zyhydro. This is very, very popular and very powerful, which is now available in the market. In India, use of cannabis from Cannabis sativa is there from a long period of time. There is a written record of the use of cannabis in India from 2000 BC onwards. India had no legislation against the use of narcotics till 1985. Only in 1985, India brought out NDPS Act. Knowingly or unknowingly, people have been using narcotics from time immemorial. Even Greeks were also using narcotic substances from a long time. The narcotics were considered illegal only from 1926 onwards. Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act was introduced in India only from 1985 onwards. Till 1985, narcotics were being used in India without any problem, without any proper legislation. In the Indian Parliament on 23rd August 1985, Act on banning the narcotic drugs, use of narcotic drugs was introduced called NDPS Act 1985. Till that time, narcotics were used extensively, widely, illegally by all Indians without any problem. The word narcotic was first used by Greek physician Galen. Narcotic is derived from the word narcosis, a Greek word narcosis, which means loss of feeling, deadened feeling or paralysis. Galen listed a number of narcotic plants. One of them is mandrake root, which is Altercus eclata. This is mandrake root, This was mentioned by Galen. Apart from this, Galen also mentioned opium, that is Papaver somnifera. The seeds of this plant or latex of this plant is also used for production of narcotic drugs. There are two important narcotic plants in the world, even in India. One is Papaver somnifera, from which opium is derived. The other one is cannabis sativa. Apart from these two plants, there are many other plants from which narcotics are derived or produced. There are different derivatives of the compounds, psychoactive compounds that are produced by these plants. Basically, there are three main compounds. They are morphine, codeine and heroin. Morphine, codeine, heroin are the three primary narcotic substances that are banned all over the world. Illegal possession, trafficking, use of these drugs, that is morphine, codeine, heroin, has been banned all over the world. Even in India, they are banned. The use and the narcotics affect the human body because there are opioid receptors in our body. In each and every cell of our body, there are opioid receptors. And these narcotic substances, they bind to the opioid receptors, and thus they cause psychoactive reactions. Thus the brain is altered or disturbed, and we will have a different kind of a feeling. The different kind of feelings that are produced by the narcotic substance vary from person to person, vary from substance to substance. It may be a paralytic feeling, it may be a feeling of happiness, it may be a feeling of ecstasy, it may be a feeling of hallucination. So thus, feeling of happiness, feeling of happiness, feeling of happiness, feeling of ecstasy, feeling of paralysis, loss of feeling. These are the actions of the psychoactive compounds, that is narcotics, and they bind to opioid receptors in the cells, and thus they bring about this kind of hallucination, which is a false feeling actually. Even though narcotics are banned worldwide, even though narcotics are considered to be harmful to the human body, narcotics are traditionally used as medicinal substances because of their analgesic properties, because of their pain-killing properties. And narcotics have been used worldwide, even in India, from time immemorial for analgesic and pain-killing properties. We are using narcotics from a long time for medicinal purposes. Only recently, the drugs are being illegally used and traded worldwide because of the cost of the drugs. Otherwise, they are very good for medicinal purposes. To solve a case. So solving a case is a challenging task for an expert in case of crime detection. What the experts do is the criminals or suspects are subjected to narcotics. So narcotics are given in mild doses, in controlled doses to the criminals or suspects in order to bring out the truth. So in that state of stupor or hallucination, the criminal or a suspect will bring out the truth, will tell the truth. So in order to bring out the truth from the criminal or a suspect with respect to a particular crime, it may be murder, it may be a robbery. So in that case, to bring out the truth, to make the criminal to tell the truth, experts or doctors use narcotic substances. So this course has two main components, as I've already told you. One is narcotics, in which we will study the different types of narcotic substances, especially the narcotics that are produced by the plants. In the second component, we will study crime detection, that is forensics, in which we will study how doctors or experts use the narcotic substances on the criminals or on the suspects in order to bring out the truth. Thank you very much for watching this video. The details about this video is there in the description box. Please open the description box if you want any further details. We'll meet again in the next class in some other video. Thank you very much.